The mum had been watching her 7-year-old boy Rowan on a motocross track outside Brisbane when spectators suddenly made a collective, horrified gasp. He had been thrown 15 meters, hit the trees and landed on his head. He was knocked out cold, the Queensland mum tells 7Live. Ambulances quickly filled the parking area as Rowan was placed into a coma and raced to hospital. The little boy was taken urgently into surgery to remove a piece of his skull in a bid to reduce the escalating pressure on his brain. Jill and her husband John were told their only child wasn't likely to survive. "We were just quiet. We couldn't ask questions. We were terrified," Jill confesses. But then a miracle happened. Rowan woke. First ride. The mum will never forget the day of her son's accident. Securing his helmet and protective gear, the schoolboy eagerly jumped on his bike ready for his practice lap. But at the first corner, the boy's dreams came to crashing halt when he lost control over the back of the turn. As the crowd erupted in horror, Jill began pushing through the people to try to find her boy. That's when she found Rowan, lying lifeless in the creek bed behind the racetrack. Six ambulances arrived, leaving the mum to watch on in horror as her boy was surrounded by paramedics. He never regained consciousness, Jill recalls. Removing his skull at the hospital, the family was met with a team of specialists who advised Rowan's head was swelling uncontrollably. His brain was bleeding into his head, causing pressure to build up inside the boy's skull. They needed to reduce the pressure by removing a piece of his skull, in surgery known as a craniotomy. At the time, we didn't know what that meant, Jill says. There were a number of things that could be wrong: mobility issues, he might be a vegetable, blindness. Tube-fed, Rowan was placed in nappies as wires wrapped around every limb of his body. "I didn't cope at all," Jill confesses. "He was just skin and bones." Taking up residence in the Ronald McDonald House inside the Queensland Children's Hospital, Jill and John spent every waking moment by their son's side. And, after 2 weeks, he woke. Smiling and singing along with his parents, the boy continued to thrive. Video calling family and friends, the boy would give everyone a cheeky grin, a thumbs up and wave, letting everyone know he was going to be just fine. With constant checkups and tests, it appeared the stroke had made no impact on the boy's function. "I turned on the TV and he goes, 'Mum, I can't see anything,'" Jill recalls. Soccer star. Despite the devastating blow, Rowan wasn't fazed by the loss of his eyesight. He jumped into learning Braille, and, remarkably, He mastered the craft within a year. He absolutely loves soccer. Jill smiles. The ball has a special bell in it, so he can hear where it is, and he has someone hold his hand helping him. The month-long Tour de Kids is aiming to raise $2.5 million to brighten the lives of more than 64,000 sick kids.
And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.